Good afternoon, my cookies. Welcome to Russell Cooks. Thanks for joining me. I'm also going to be doing some buttermilk biscuits. I love biscuits. I love them in the morning, love them in the afternoon, love them in the evening, love them as a late night snack. Flaky buttermilk biscuits. You know, top them with honey, top them with jam, top them with whatever. Let's get our buttermilk biscuits going. All right, so to start for the buttermilk biscuits, I've got a lined, rimmed baking sheet. I also have frozen some butter. All right, for these biscuits, we're gonna do about 3 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, give or take, just a little bit. It helps enhance browning. 4 teaspoons of baking powder, about a half teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. That's table salt. I'm gonna be using kosher salt, so I'm gonna be doing closer to 2 heaping teaspoons kosher salt. And then you want, again, 16 tablespoons of butter. So 2 sticks frozen, because we're going to grate it. That's how we're going to incorporate it. All right, first things first, let's get our flour. This is going to be about 3 cups, so you're looking for 15 ounces. Perfect, on the money, 15 ounces. All right, a couple tablespoons of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda. So if you're watching at home, that is a teaspoon and a tablespoon. It's a lot of leavening. And then we're just going to do a little half teaspoon here, baking soda. Don't you know. A couple heaping teaspoons of salt. I'm just going to whisk all that together. Get it really incorporated. This also helps kind of aerate it. It's almost like a sifting as well. Break up any clumps, especially a baking soda, baking powder. You know, whisking is just as effective. Now I need my box grater. I love this. I'm gonna set it right in here, and I'm actually gonna grate 14 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna leave 2 tablespoons. It's hard work. It's worth it, I guarantee it. All right, I have my 14 tablespoons of butter that have been grated into here. I did great job. Ooh-wee. All right, so now I'm gonna toss it with the flour, and I'm gonna go get my buttermilk. Something really just soothing about this. This is really nice. I could do this for all day. So I got all my dry ingredients together. I grated in 14 tablespoons of butter, and now I'm going to be adding 1 1/4 cups of local buttermilk. All right, 1 1/4 cups buttermilk. Definitely need to make sure it's chilled. I'm just gonna fold it in. Might seem dry, and it is. That's okay. Turning it out onto a floured surface. I'm gonna knead it by hand now. I'm kind of folding it over itself. I'm hoping to make the flaky layers. See how it's kind of coming together? It looked really dry at first, but now it's all sticky. That's great. In the restaurant, we used to use, instead of butter, we used pig fat. We used lard. All right, now everyone's like, I want tender, delicate, but flaky biscuits. Tender and flaky are complete opposites. Flaky means you've built up layers of gluten, typically in between butter or some sort of fat. All right. I got my layers. I want to pat it down into a nice square. And then we're going to wrap it up and we're going to refrigerate it and let it rest. I want it a little thinner. But I like this method because you don't have to use a rolling pin. I just kind of folded it all over itself. I want it about 8 inches. There we go. My middle finger's about, sorry to flip you off. It's about 8 inches. All right, so we're gonna put this in the fridge. We're gonna let it rest for about 30 minutes. Here's my rested flaky buttermilk biscuit dough. I'm just gonna press it out in here to make sure that it's nice and flat and smooth. And 8 by 8, perfect. I am melting my remaining 2 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna use that to brush on top. Okay, I'm gonna go around the edge. I'm actually gonna trim a teeny bit off all the way around. Get it nice and straight and flat and perfect. I wouldn't go more than a 1/4 inch. All right, now you gotta do a 1/3. All right, 1/3, 1/3, and then 3. All right. I like to take this last little bit here and just kind of make it into little biscuit rows so nothing goes to waste. Carefully, evenly put all of these on your prepared baking sheet. I like to put the small ones in the middle. They get the least amount of kind of heat, indirect heat here. Unfortunately, since I'm doing this in my toaster oven, I don't have room for my rows, but I'm gonna try. Here we go. Boom. All right, so I got those 2 tablespoons of remaining butter. Just gonna brush them on. Don't be shy here. Get the sides too, if you can. Whoa, don't do that. This is what I love about toaster ovens. They preheat like on a dime. They're like, boom, good to go. These are gonna bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Rotate, raise the rack if you need to in a toaster oven. Otherwise, middle rack in a big oven. All right, I just pulled these out. Look at these. These are fantastic, except for my rows. Get out of here. Look at this. We're going to set them on the wire rack. We got nice browning on the bottom. Look at this height. This is fantastic. I'm just going to set a few here so I have room right now. Oh, look at these. Look at this. Look. Look at these flaky biscuits. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put a little honey on those. A little butter. Fantastic. C'est magnifique. Look at the height. Look at the height on that. It's fantastic. Look at the height. Really popped up. Look at every single layer. Look at that. Right, look at this. I'm going to put a little butter on here. Ooh, I really like it with some honey too. All right, I'm just spreading a little bit of butter on here. And some blackberry jam. Look at that. All right, here it goes. Crispy outside, soft, flaky inside. Oh my God.